Okay, hi! How are we doing? Guess what? I have braces now. You can see them in all of their glory. And I am still cute. How are you doing? I'm so glad. It's so good to see you. Let's see. To be honest, I've been in a pit of... To be honest, I've been feeling okay. I've been eating essentially what is baby food for the past 3 days. I got my braces on Thursday. And today is Sunday, so we're having a great time. However, my teeth hurt a lot less. I'm starting to be able to chew. I ate chicken nuggets last night, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Izzy. How are you? It's very nice to meet you. Apparently, we talk about our feelings a lot on this channel. We're also all about uplifting ourselves and each other. So if you want to be part of the fun, go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment down below saying hello. I'll be hanging out down there, so yeah, let's get into it. I really want to talk to you like what's been on my mind recently, getting braces, and this new BTS album coming out. I want to sit down and talk to you about what exactly is on my mind, what I'm working through right now, so that if it resonates with you, like we can, work on it together, This is my way of treating my own anxieties with like levity in order to make them less scary. And for me to work through it easier, to just like give them less power so that I could just, put it in the air for you to hear if you need to hear it, and for me to like work through it, I just want to say, I just realized I never actually told you what we're going to talk about today, but I mean, as you can see from the title, here I am discussing the things that I'm embarrassed of right now. And you know what? Putting myself in front of a camera is unearthing a lot of things, especially since I get to decide like what kind of things I want to talk about, and thinking like, oh, I don't want to talk about that because that's kind of, do I really want to share that? I do. Because I keep thinking about it, but like something keeps holding me back. You know what it is? It's embarrassment. So we're just gonna talk about the things that I feel about. You read the title, you know what you're getting into, and so maybe I don't need to preface it any longer, but we're about to jump straight in. This is me 24 hours after I filmed this, and I ate chips today. So my teeth, they are feeling good. They are clean. They are shiny. I keep looking at myself instead of looking at the camera. Like honestly, like so anyway, we're about to talk about how I was insecure with how I look. So we're gonna get into that right now. I think when I reminisce about the time that I was like more confident at a baseline level, I just felt like I was enough or even more than enough. And like fast forward to now, like to be honest, I feel like I have been hiding. I've spent so much of my time like by myself in my room, like feeling like I'm not enough, like I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, like I'm not interesting enough, I'm not doing enough. And it's just like so heavy to be feeling that all the time. It's just such a heavy way to navigate through everything. It's super isolating. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. And if you're feeling it, I'm so sorry. I am too. I'm trying to work through it. That's why I'm making this video. And while I was talking to my new therapist, if you're watching, I love you. She told me that this is actually like super common right now because we're all really isolated from one another. And I think it's also especially pronounced like if you're out of school or if you're out of work and you just don't have any source of like external validation or comfort or even accomplishment. And so like while I've been spending time with myself, while I have like fallen in love with the time that I've been spending by myself, like I have my own interests and I have this like really deep, vibrant personal life that like I don't share with other people, that is really fulfilling and that I love very much, which I'll talk about another time. I've also noticed that this sense of like security and like confidence has also sort of atrophied and like fallen apart as time has gone on. So, and this is kind of all comes from the fact that this month a lot of things have changed, but I'm just like embarrassed all the time. And I want to stop feeling that way. So I just like really want to like, have fun and like feel lighter. Taking steps, making an effort to feel lighter and just put it out into the air about the things that I'm embarrassed of so that we could just get over it. Things that I'm wrongfully embarrassed of that I think I shouldn't be embarrassed about. So we're just gonna start talking about that. First and foremost, like I have braces now. Ever since quarantine started, I have been obsessing with like my appearance and how I look, and like exercising a lot, dieting, putting on makeup, and like doing my hair and everything. And like I think it's because that with this like feeling like I've lost control. I feel like a lot of people feel like this right now, this like overwhelming uncertainty about everything just looming over us all the time. I think the way that I coped was like dealing with like the thing that I felt like I had more control over, which was like my appearance. And so when I first realized that like I need to get braces, like Invisalign like wouldn't fix this, I was so scared because like this was something I didn't know what I was gonna look like once I got braces. And this is just one thing that I've turned towards as like sort of an anchor of something to think about and a source of like security or something. Like if I can be pretty, then I have like a handle on things, which like it obviously is not true, but like it's been like a coping mechanism, I guess, like my appearance. And so I was so scared to get braces, but I have them. It's for my health. I don't want my teeth falling out. So we're not gonna feel ashamed about the fact that I have braces. There was a point where I really didn't want to make videos anymore. I was so stressed. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna hate the way I look. I'm gonna hate the fact that I look like this. And it's not even that I think braces are ugly on other people. I just didn't know what I would look like and if I would like it. But whatever.
I just want to say, I'm going to do a quick little interjection, that truly being pretty, being beautiful is so subjective. And I hold myself to standards that I don't even hold other people to, that are just completely unreasonable. And being beautiful is never the most interesting part of anyone. It has never been the most interesting part of me. And so while I'm describing this, while I'm editing this, I just want to make it clear that I realize that this isn't like a right way to think, and I don't hold other people to the judgments that I place on myself. I was just unhappy with myself, and so I just kept trying to change how I presented myself constantly so that I could feel happier with it. And yeah, it's kind of messed up, but I'm beautiful, and I'm realizing more and more every day that I am very cute. Look at me. Let's get back to the video, baby.
We're moving on to the next point. It's done. It's gone in the wind. I wiped myself of this. We're over it. No more being embarrassed about my braces. The second thing is that when I was talking to my therapist for the first time, I realized that the first thing that came out was the fact that I actually have career anxiety, and like there's this overwhelming feeling that maybe what I'm doing isn't good enough. Maybe I've wasted my education so that I could make YouTube videos online. But honestly, I think pouring all of this energy and all of this time and thought into creating content that is meant to like entertain, teach, connect with other people, all for free, in a way that's fairly vulnerable, that's far more vulnerable than I have been for a while. Like, I think that that's pretty cool, and I think that I should be proud of that. And I think that that's something to be excited about and not something to be embarrassed of. Next time an adult asks me, hey, what are you doing with your life now that you graduated college? I, as another fellow adult, will tell them I am making YouTube videos because I think I'm going to be very good at it.
And so if you are also unsure with what you're doing with your life, just know that I'm here and I love you and I support you. If you want to open that sticker shop, you open that sticker shop. If you want to go big bread, you go big bread. You know, I will be there for you 100%. And I don't know what's going on in your life, but just know that I'm proud of you for even considering, you know, I just felt like I needed to throw this in there because we're in this together, you know. That's all there is to it. I love you. You're doing great. I promise.
I think another thing is this runs deeper, and I still have to grapple with a lot of this because I think stuff regarding like gender and growing up with an older brother, I'm still in the process of unlearning the need to be different. I think this started to get a lot worse when I started feeling like I wasn't interesting enough, or that I was scared of like disappointing people because I wasn't everything that they had like chalked me up to be or something like that. I felt this need to like not do things that other people were doing in order to like recognize that I was like singular and unique. When like you can enjoy things that other people like and do things that other people do and still be singular and unique because you're singular and unique. It's a terrible thought. It's a terrible way to live. In my opinion, it's so heavy. Like, why?
I'm not proud of it, but I'm saying it. These are so fun. These little inserts are so fun to film. Yeah, for this one, I'm not proud of it. Such is why I'm embarrassed of it. I have nothing further to add. I'm not different. I'm not better than anyone. I'm just a different person, and I should, you know, own it, and I should just like let myself.
I should have faith in how unique and valuable my perspective and voice is, you know what I mean? The last thing that I want to talk about is the fact that I'm learning Korean And I really love K-pop. And I'm so embarrassed to talk about it. I don't know why. This is something that I share probably with 1 or 2 other people in my life, other than my mom. Finding out about K-pop and like really like getting into it was like one of the catalysts in me coming to terms like with my Asian American identity. And I think the embarrassment that I feel about like talking about it or something is definitely rooted in like the shame that I felt when I was growing up. Like this was obviously learned from my environment, but I didn't want to like seem too Asian. And this is all like really like complicated by the fact that like I'm Asian American, but I'm also Filipino, so I'm Southeast Asian. I didn't really identify with like Asian media, and so like I felt like I could distance myself from it. This is like a whole other video topic that I've already been planning, but like I spent my whole life in America, so like I'm American, but there's always this feeling of like, am I a poser? Am I not Asian enough? Am I not Filipino enough? Am I a weeb? Am I a Korea boo? You know, like there's all these questions that I have, and I have plenty to say on it. So that's not what this video is about, but I will be talking about it in the future because that is a very important piece of my main character development. This is all to say that I'm so tired of like diminishing how important like BTS and like K-pop and like learning Korean have been to me, especially in these past 2 years where so much has happened, and these past few months where so much has happened. Because as soon as it like came into my life, like I really started to like bloom, like style-wise, music-wise, learning how to do makeup for like facial features that look more like me, or expanding the possibilities of like what my life could look like, what a good life can look like. And it helped me like get physically fit and healthy like during quarantine, at the beginning of quarantine, because I would truly dance every single day because it was the peak form of serotonin in my life. And also like now I can like speak a whole other language. I'm not fluent, but I can like speak and listen and hear a whole other language. That's kind of cool. Like, why would I shy away from that? I think that's really cool. So I'm gonna talk about it all the time now. Yeah, anyway, listen to B, out now, BTS's latest album. It's amazing. You should listen to it. I love it so much. So I've written down a bunch of things, and I think that writing it down kind of like simplified it more. But I should let you know that while this is really gonna be edited really quick, jazzy, like bing bang boom, like easily dismantled, easily done. And this isn't even like mentioning like all the deeper like that are not gonna be just like easily tossed away in like a quick and chirpy video. It's work. Like you have to work and exercise every day trying to get out of this feeling that like you're not enough, that the thing that you like is embarrassing, that you are not cool, and that you shouldn't take up space. These are all things that you have to practice so hard to work on and get through, you know? And it's not gonna happen overnight. Even right now while I'm filming this, like I'm thinking like, is this gonna come across as like stupid? Like, why am I should just fake it. I should just act confident so I can become confident, you know? And like, if I posted videos where I was like fully bought into everything I was doing on screen, and you would never know ever that I was ever feeling embarrassed about these things. But I think that like, it's valuable to talk about the fact that you are working through these things. And it's valuable to like lean into your vulnerabilities and say like, hey, you know what? This is kind of embarrassing. You know what? I'm really cool and interesting. You're really cool and interesting. And I think that we should both own that, you know? No matter, it's gonna be ugly. All of the things that you're working through, they're not gonna be fun and full of bright colors and full of smiles. We're all grappling with like a lot of things right now, and we're all struggling with like how we look, how we act. We have so little external validation and stimuli to like tell us that we're doing well, that we're valued, that we're special, you know? And this is all further burdened by the even larger, uglier burdens that are weighing on us. And so I hope that we can all actively choose to pursue the things that make us feel light and make us feel joyful, and try to shed the things that drag us down, whether it's a mindset or a toxic friend or just this weird framework that you've been operating within that's kind of arbitrary, you know? Like, I shouldn't do this because I don't want to seem like this. Who told you that, you know? I just hope that we can both start acting out of love and joy rather than fear and scarcity. I'm saying this to myself too. I hope we can both start having more fun sharing the things that we love rather than hiding them away and feeling embarrassed about them. I hope we can both learn to like lean on others and let them lean on us. And I hope that we can both arrive at a place where we like fully believe in ourselves. It's gonna be okay. I have a lot of fun stuff in the works for you. I'm so excited about this channel, especially when I realized that I shouldn't be, you know, ashamed of the things that I want to make. We'll keep talking about all these things in the future, and I really look forward to sharing more with you. And I'm also very excited to take every opportunity that I can to remind you that you are beautiful, amazing, you're valuable, you're special, and you are not bad. You are getting better and better every single day. So Please remember to subscribe and like and leave a comment below about literally your favorite thing about yourself. I'll start. You gotta go peek down there to see what I said. If you do that, I will give you a little, right there on the top of your head, right here, right on the hair. A little. Anyway, I will see you in my next video. I'm very excited. There's a lot of fun things coming up. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.